Hello everyone, welcome back to the 5 Minute Tech channel. Today we'll be talking and exploring .NET 10 and C# 14, which is the latest release from Microsoft, and we're looking into the practical features which were added to the framework and the technology. The first and foremost is the field keyword changes. The problem was auto properties were great, but the moment you add the needed logic, the validation, logging, and other things, you had to manually declare a private backing field, doubling your code. And the solution is the field keyword lets you access the magic backing field directly. So as you see in the olden way of doing it, on the right hand side we had the string id field, and then the string id field had to be done a get set the way I have represented here. Whereas in the new format you can create the id field. You do not need to create a private field before that, and then you can directly assign a field a keyword which automatically points to itself. So that's the one change to the field related to the field keyword. The next is the extension members. Previously extension methods had to be static methods, and in a static class you couldn't extend a class with properties, static members, or operators. And so the new way of doing it is extension block, which allows you to group extension and add properties. So as you see here, there is a user extension wherein there is a extension keyword used which passes the string parameter, and then we can write our own property extension inside it, and that can be used as the normal extension is used with a dot operator. So that is the change in the extension blocks. Null condition assignment. We can now use the null conditional operator on the left side of the assignment, and this prevents the null reference exception when assigning value to the nested object. So before we used to put this null operator check on the right hand side while assigning. Now we can even do it on the left hand side, and depending on whether this is null or not, it will assign the profile to the customer profile object. Now next is .NET 10 agent framework. There is a lot of work going on in the AI agent side. So Microsoft agent framework is a unified way of building multi-agent system, semantic kernel and auto-gen logic, iChat client interface, standard abstraction for AI models like OpenAI, Olama and Azure. So we can swap LLMs without changing business logic. And then the MCP, the Model Context Protocol, native support for agents to securely talk to the enterprise database and APIs. These are some of the changes which are happening on .NET 10. Next is web and data. In ASP.NET Core and EF Core 10, there is a minimal API auto validation in place now, with no fluent validation boilerplate in every route. So this is from the program.cs, wherein we are doing app.map_post, and in that we can add a with validation. It will run the validation on the attributes which is mentioned on the properties of the entity class. As you can say, it defines whether it should be within a specific range or not. So user DTO will be verified with that validation. The EF Core native left right join has been introduced now. The LinkU supports left join and right join directly without messing select many or default empty patterns. So if you see, we can do the left join right join directly in the querying the DB context querying area itself. And the last part of the web and data is ASP.NET Core 10 now has a built-in typed result, server sent events for lightweight real-time streaming, and is similar and cheaper and simpler than the Signal R for one-way updates. Tooling and performance side, there is a so when you create a CS file, you can directly run the CS file and if you want to pass some NuGet package, you can do it using #r NuGet package name at the top, and that will run your C# file without having to create a CS proj file to run the CS project. We also have now solution marked as SLNX, meaning a new XML-based solution format that is 80% smaller and human readable, and no more merge conflict in the SLN files. AVX 10.2 support is there, which is resulting in a massive performance boost for the mathematical and cryptographic operations. And this is the full list which I will be showing you now, wherein there are some other smaller changes which will impact the way we code in .NET framework, .NET Core and the C# language. So let's see some more details there. So this is the new latest Visual Studio which has come out. It is Visual Studio 2026. I have the December 2025 feature update version, and the look and feel is completely revamped. If you see the icons and all the structures in place is a little different than what we have in the previous version. Also, it is pretty fast, and it compiles pretty fast. Talking about the other changes, there are a lot of changes in the other areas as well in the .NET runtime, as I was mentioning about the AVX 10.2 support and the native AOT enhancement and other things. Also in the .NET library, there are certain changes related to the WebSocket area, which I mentioned. .NET SDK and Aspire has also changed a lot. If you are interested in Aspire, you can explore it here. And then the changes for the ASP.NET Core and C#, which we briefly talked about, along with Visual Basic, .NET MOE and EF Core, Windows Form and WPF. So that's pretty much about the latest changes in .NET 10 and C# 14. Hope you like this video. If you like the video, please press like and subscribe to the channel. Have a nice day. Bye bye.